Alright guys, thanks for tuning back into Diagnostic World. We're in a Citroen C5 Aircross and we've been fitting a dash cam and we've had the airbag light coming on and off. Now the Citroen C5 seems to operate a really good system whereby if there's like an electrical connection unplugged, it will show the airbag light, but then if it's plugged back in, it automatically turns off the airbag light. Okay, so in most cars you would generally need a code reader to actually turn off the airbag light, but this is all assuming that we know where the fault is within the airbag system. Okay, so you might have a situation whereby you don't necessarily know where the fault is within the airbag system, and that's why it'd be nice if this stayed in place, and that's why we're going to show you this diagnostic tool, the FR V3.0, actually diagnosing and finding the fault in the airbag system on a Citroen C5 Aircross. Okay, so what I'll do is, first of all, I'll just show you, I'll start the engine. So we've got the airbag light, airbag seats, pre-tensioner fault in the airbag light coming on this left hand side of the instrument cluster here. Now it is currently unplugged, the airbag connection underneath the passenger seat, so I just wanted to show you that first of all. So we're going to go into diagnostics. I'll put the link to this kit in the description below this video. We're going to go into Citroen. Just going to take that off. And we're going to go to VIN identify. That's going to fall off again, I just know it. So I'm just going to ask the tool to find the VIN number, and then we'll go to control unit and we need to work our way down to the airbag system. The tool does have like a bit of a beep every time you press the button, but you can turn that off just in case you didn't really like that. So if we go into read fault code, this is where it's going to give us the information as to what the problem is and where the problem is. So we've got B00201B, status permanent content front left, that's as you're sitting in the vehicle, airbag line characteristic of the fault resistance too high, and then passenger strap, return pre-tensioner, line characterization of the fault resistance too high. So the resistance too high represents before the actual connection, and this one is B00781B. okay, so we haven't plugged it back in, and let's see what happens if we try and clear it without plugging it back in. We'll just go F1. It says erase operation done on here because the tool has done all it can, but the ECU of the vehicle is saying, hang on a second, I know that this fault hasn't been fixed, so you're going to have to try again. So it's pointless trying again because we're just going to get the same result every time. Okay, so, but because we know where the fault is and we know where the connection is unplugged, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug it back in now. Okay, so I'm just going to, just bear with me because I'm going to have to reach over to the other side of the vehicle, and when I do it, we may well see this airbag light turn off. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can turn this off completely. No, don't really know what I'm doing with this. Okay, so I'm going to go and try and plug it back in right now. Right, so I've plugged it back in and the airbag light has actually gone off. Okay, so what I'll do is, if we go back to read fault code, it's still giving us the faults, which is fair enough, but the airbag light at least has gone off. So what I'll do is I'll just turn the engine off, turn the engine back on, let's see if the faults go away completely. So the airbag lights fault have gone away, but they are still in the background stored on the ECU. So if you wanted to first and foremost find where the fault is, you'll need a tool like this, the FR V3.0 tool, and then if you wanted to get rid of the faults in the background and clear them from the ECU, then you'd also need this tool as well. So we're going to go to clear fault memory, and we're going to go to OK. It may require us to turn the engine off. It doesn't look like it is in this case. So if we go back to read fault code, no fault code found. So that's a success, and it's allowed us to completely turn off the airbag. Not necessarily the warning light, but the ECU codes in the background, and also of course allow us to find where the fault is in the first place. And then it does all of your other systems as well, and a few other service functions as well. But I'm going to pop the link to this kit in the description below this video. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope it helps.